Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is Game 1, the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play-by-ear match against Italien. Here's the Japanese player, for me it is the Allied side. This is the mod Bottleneck, and we're playing now for December 28th, 41. Miss here, light cargo ship. Also miss this light cargo ship. But at least my submarines are trying to strike. The escort once again. If the torpedoes are not working, then use a deck gun. And one torpedo hit with explosion. So this cargo ship is going down. Yeah, one small cargo ship. Here is a hit but no explosion from a Dutch submarine on a local minesweeper. Naja. Hit but no explosion. This is Hong Kong port. And Italian is now bringing in some heavy cruisers to speed up his strike on Port Moresby. But I get one torpedo hit on the cargo ship in port of Hong Kong. Maybe it will sink. But it's Hong Kong port, so if it stands down immediately, there's enough support to fix any damage. Yeah. And this is a Japanese fleet running here into my, I think, AMC or something like this. Yeah. And because both are non-combat task forces, they are avoiding the conflict. This is Ambon. So the Japanese are here to take Ambon. Here's the next small tanker getting intercepted because this is a hex you must always enter. You cannot stay at the coastline here, so it's always a sweet spot for submarines to intercept. Here's a cruiser mine layer. No hit. Pity. I think I call back all aircraft, or most of my aircraft, to Manila. So there's not more much I can lose, only damage to the base. I think a new body Papan sweeping. There's still tons of supplies in Manila. And I produce my local supplies, so Manila is much easier to hold in the long run on supply side than Clarkfield. And the airstrike on my fleet and Ambon, I only unload here some supplies because I don't really have too much here in stock. And now this time is over and my poor ships are going down. Yeah. Only cheap Dutch ships. Here's long range Navy search. So no enemy carrier strike more. Not from Kitubutana at least. Good, a robot. Pago Pago, but these are all only suppressing ships, but not really sub-hunters. Good. Now they faced bombardment, less shells, less damage, but I think it's enough. And the next hit, but no explosion. And one more. And here is now the landing. Here are some stronger, bigger Dutch guns. I think some 7-inch guns and 3 and 4-inch. So some of this stuff is meaningful. And heavy fires is deadly for a ship normally if you don't have a port nearby. And not much damage on my side. Now, yeah. The question is how much AV is he unloading. I was trying. Ambon is for me a hard point. I will fight for it. And the Japanese are still trying to defeat here these troops originally from Kotabaru, but nope, they cannot overcome it. My forces are completely suppressed, and this is also the end of Pomosby.
Today, our High Command announced that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Port Moresby.
Good. This was easy taking now for the Japanese with the support of all of these heavy cruisers. But again, it was delaying Italians' operations. And I don't have a lot, of course, in Ambon, but you can see I have more than the Japanese at least. And this is a triple terrain hex. So if Italian is not having at least 250 AV, it will be hard for him to take the town. Or he must shell it with battleships or heavy cruisers. But I have 6-7-inch guns, so it could hurt if I score a hit. Ships arriving, troops are moving. Good. No air war, one air battle, but only very light losses today for the Japanese. I lost nearly nothing, and I was able to sink one of the super heavy cargo ships. Yeah. Good, but still points for Japan, now 5,000 to 10,000, so every 2 to 1 in my favor. Still, end of the month is coming close, so it's not a totally takeover from the Japanese here. Yeah. Hawaii, nothing really to show for. All the source Pacific is empty. The only submarines at Pago Pago. I have no information about New Maya or New Caledonian plus Luganville here. I guess there's some base forces building up now, everything very slowly. The Japanese took Pomosby. My troopers are kicked out. At least I have supplies. Let's say this will at least let my guys survive a little longer. I also have here some civilians with me. Not much I can do. I can only try to reach Buna and then airlift them out or sneak in with some cheap APs, but more or less his troops are lost. What I can say from is bonus for me. But I was able to get all of my ships out of Port Moresby and sneak them around to Horn Island back. So, very light navy losses for me so far. Landing of Ambon, I am here, I'm ready. I don't have much engineers, so I have only 9 engineers because the mod more or less cut down all the Dutch engineers. So I can very slowly build up only everything here. But I can do it at least and try to reach level 2 or 3, I think then it's over. If the Japanese let me. I have here only this broken up Dutch forces. I fly them in from every other corner I can find, so it's not a lot. It's all very cheap stuff, but in triple defense, you cannot see it, but it will help. Carrier fleet is here, supporting this attack on Bonn. There was a cruiser also here. This is my local minesweeper, was escaping successfully. More I cannot see here. I tried still to use my submarines to harass him. What else I can do? And it looks like the Japanese may be going first for Bataan and next for Manila. Bataan itself is building up for level 3 already. I have here supplies, of course not unlimited. Manila is much better, it was over 100k. But Bataan is only level 2 hex, so it will not hold long time, and it will open the possibilities for the Japanese to shell Manila with warships. But I would still say it takes at least 1 more month to take Manila. If I can take 1 more month, Singapore is the other question, but maybe. This is still slow here, and before the armies arrive, I have here in Singapore maybe level 3, at least maybe level 4. And similar to Rangoon, yeah, I would say it's a very similar situation to Rangoon. 800, 900 AV. Rangoon is also urban light. Singapore is also urban light. Yeah. Oh, China, no activity in China. I mean, nothing to really discuss. I guess that Italian is trying to really open these 3 roads. That is his main focus. Once he take this, he maybe try to take Changsha, and then center, and then breaking down and open the road to Indochina to activate this rail directly from Singapore over to Indochina. Good, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.